It's late night. Get your mind right. Yeah, yeah, yeah. So, old Dub back in town now. It was a beautiful trip, I must say so myself. I accomplished a little bit more than I expected, but hey, who's complaining? Not I, says Red. But yeah, I'm pretty much doing this right now because I know probably tomorrow I'm be dog tired and I won't. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get this over with now. Um, as you know, if you've been listening to me, I took a little trip to Colombia. I hit up two cities. I had intentions on doing more, but hey, life happens, right? But I'm back in one piece. I'm back home, and I'm just getting back home probably around 15 minutes ago. So go figure that. So I guess you can figure that out by the title of this blog that I'm putting up right now, which hopefully will be a quick one. But as usual, in regular OW fashion, I will say it's going to be a quick show. Then we'll be here for 2 hours. But I'm going to really try and keep it to a minimum tonight. I know it's like 3 in the morning. I know most of y'all probably sleeping. That's cool. Y'all can catch the replay. I just didn't feel like doing it the other way and uploading it and all that carrying on. I'd rather just do it off the cuff, off top of my head, and whatever mistakes I make along the way, oh well, so be it. Like I told y'all, I do this shit for shits and giggles. Okay, on with the story. So I make it to the airport yesterday. It was the day before yesterday. Yeah, day before yesterday, I make it to the airport because now today is officially the 5th. I was flying back home. So I get to the airport. Everything goes smoothly. Check in out of Colombia. Take care of that. Make sure before y'all get to the airport as well to do the migration app thing before you get there because, you know, traveling can be stressful enough. And when you go to forgetting shit and you're trying to make it to your flight, it just makes it all the more stressful. So what I tend to do is the night before, I just go ahead and do the migration app because you got to do it both ways. And sometimes you're having a good time or whatnot, you're rushing or you're coming off of one of those benders. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you may forget to do it. When you get there, then you gotta, you know. So just a little quick reminder. So I get to the airport, and oh yeah, en Guayabado, word for the day. Y'all can remember en Guayabado, hangover, Spanish, en Guayabado, and that's just strictly for Colombia. I do think that's one of their slang, but yeah, somebody got a hangover en Guayabado. So if you have that problem, you forget to do it. It's just a little reminder. Just do it ahead of time. So on with the campaign. I get to the freaking airport. I check in. Everything goes smooth. When I get to the counter, they tell me, "Oh, Mr. Waters, we're so sorry." Oh shit, what's the problem? Your flight out of here is just fine, but once you get to Colombia, I mean, once you get to Fort Lauderdale, your flight's gonna be canceled. I'm like, oh my god. All right, fuck it. So what's next course of action? Well, we can't get you on a flight tonight, but we can get you on a flight for tomorrow. So I'm like, all right, I'll leave tomorrow morning. No, not tomorrow morning, tomorrow night. Wait a minute. Let me get this right. So I'm gonna get to Florida, right? Yeah. I'm not gonna leave tonight. No, I'm gonna leave tomorrow night at 10 o'clock. And I'm like, shit. Okay, cool, whatever. So I just went ahead on and I'm like, what other choice do I have? What other recourse do I have? Nothing. There's nothing that I could do out of Medellin. So in my mind, let me just get back to America and I could deal with them at the counter when I get there. All right, cool. So I get there. Get there late. The flight leaving out was delayed. So, pardon me. Make a long story short, I didn't get through customs till around almost 12 in the morning the next day. All right. And I'm going to tell you why. It's another part of the story I got to tell you. And that has something to do with just how they're doing things in Fort Lauderdale now all together. So I get off the plane. Usually they'll have two separate lines. They'll have all the machines downstairs in customs. Well, first of all, they're not using the machines in customs. If you're an avid flyer and you've flown through the airport, you've flown through Fort Lauderdale a couple of times, after you get off the plane, you got to go to the blue machine and put your passport in there, right? All that shit is shut down. None of those are working. Some of you guys have the how you want to say that global entry or whatnot. Uh-uh. That ain't no good for you. Global entry, you can get in line with every fucking body else. So basically, what they've done, once you're coming in back from another country, they've shut down the blue passport machines they would use to get you through customs quick. What they're doing now, they're funneling everyone. I don't care what you have, with global entry or whatever. They're putting everybody in one line and they shooting them down in groups of like 30 or 40 at a time. So after you go through that process, you get downstairs, you pick your bag, and everyone gets in this huge line, this endless wraparound line. When I tell you that I stood in that line, I got in line, I timed it. I got in the line around 9:30. I got out of the line through customs and got my bag 9:30, 10:30, 11:30, 12 o'clock. It was 11:57 to be exact. So we just gonna round that shit up. It took me damn near 2.5 hours to get my bag, get out through customs, and have them, go ask you the little questions. Oh, what was you doing in Medellin? Was you there for business or pleasure? I tell them motherfuckers broke. Oh, what do you do for a living? All this type of shit. So I tell them, like, oh, okay, where do you live at? I'm like, damn, motherfucker, I just stood in line for 2.5 hours, and you trying to give me an interview like you gonna give me a job, sitting behind this fucking counter or some shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm tired. Can't you see it in my eyes? You know what I'm saying? It beat. So me and a host of other people are just frustrated with this new process that they're doing out there because it makes no sense. It's like this shit wasn't broke at first, so why are you doing it this way? People coming through there with their global entry and they're just told to get in line with everybody else. And in my mind, I'm thinking maybe that's something that they pay for, the global entry or whatnot. But as I clearly saw, they wasn't getting their money's worth. You know what I'm saying? So I'll kind of go through that. I was going to try and go and argue the point with them like, hey, y'all cancel my flight. Can I get, a hotel, a discount or something? It's damn near 1 in the morning. Nobody's fucking there. So I was like, I'm going to go ahead and swallow it. You know what I'm saying? So I finally got to my hotel room probably around 3 o'clock that morning. What little sleep did I get? Because, checkout time is 11. So I went there. I took a nap. I got up for around 9 and I got back to the airport for 11. Well, I woke up at 11. So, I left there at 11. So I probably got to the airport around 12:30, 1 o'clock-ish, you know what I'm saying? So took me a little trip to Pie Way, got my usual, some grilled chicken and vegetables, some brown rice. As I'm sitting there, I get another email from Spirit. So I'm like, yay, maybe these motherfuckers is going to put me on an earlier flight. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me check this. Oh, what's up, K-Mac? How you doing, man? My bad, bro. I just looked over there at my phone, bro. I'm just over here running my mouth. I'm surprised anybody was up this time of morning. I was just dropping it. But, hey, bro, appreciate you being here, K-Mac. Good to see you, brother. So after that, I get another email. So I'm like, oh, shit, what's this about? I look at the email. They tell me, we're sorry to inform you, but your flight's been canceled again. Now, at this point, I'm already 24 hours in plus, all right, for the layover time and all that type of shit. The lines are ridiculous. The lines are outside. I'm gonna put it to you like that. All the lines for Spirit and American Airlines, they started inside and then went out the fucking door. I shit you not, because I was sitting outside burning a joke. I'm thinking these people waiting for Uber or some shit. You say, damn, what y'all standing out here for? The Uber's coming and shit. Like, man, this ain't no Uber line, man. Do something say red. Just the rebooking line. I said, the rebooking line. He's like, yeah, dog. He said, you see that down there? That's American. So in my mind, I was thinking that person was just a Spirit thing, but American took a L too. I ain't gonna lie. I don't know what happened. There were different stories going around, floating around. Some people say it was a bad thunderstorm or whatever somewhere, and it backed everybody up, blah, 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 yakety smackety. But as I read more into it from other people, they say Spirit been canceling flights all fucking week. Because my Uber driver told me she had picked up 2 people for the same shit earlier that week. So I'm like, damn, couldn't have been the same fucking thunderstorm. You know what I'm saying? But hey, who knows, all right? So at this point, I'm like, I'm stuck here another night. So that means I have to pay for another hotel room. That means I don't know if I'm gonna get home tomorrow again. So this is like, it's gonna turn into a 72-hour affair fucking around with Spirit. So at this point, O-Dub was fuming. So I said, fuck it, I'm gonna go in line and let somebody hear my piece. So I went inside, and I must say I end up getting lucky. I feel believe I got lucky. The people in there was arguing. A little scuffle broke out, but they saw police and they stopped and they went outside. I guess they dealt with their differences outside. Kids howling, screaming, motherfuckers sleeping on benches and shit. Hey, bro, this shit was unbelievable what the fuck I saw. Motherfucker was actually sleeping on the belt with a bags go around there. Motherfucker made a pallet. Dude got took two jackets, a motherfucking backpack, and threw that shit on a motherfucking carousel and went to sleep. And I'm like, man, this shit crazy, you know. This motherfucker snoring and farting all the motherfucker. Anyway, moving on with the story. So I finally got me with this agent, right? And I went to chopping it up with her, you dig? Because I'm like, man, everybody in here cussing these folks out and shit, getting mad. That ain't really gonna help the situation. The people under a lot of pressure, you know. So I tried to kill them with kindness. Well, what do you know? It fucking worked. You know what I'm saying? You catch flies with shit. You catch bees with honey. Homegirl went in the back. She said, I'm going to help you out. And of course, I told her, I gave him a little spell. Yeah, while I was going to college, I worked at the airport, blase, blah, ure. I knew how it is. She's like, thank you so much that you understand then and shit like that there. So I was like, cool. So homegirl went in the back. She said, look, I ain't going to put you on no motherfucking Spirit flight. She said, I'm going to put you on a whole other airline, but just to catch, baby. I said, what's that, love? Just get me home. I got to send you to Miami. I say, send me? Well, how am I get there? I'm looking at my feet. Well, I got to walk. She said, no, I'm going to take care of you. So what she did, she went in the back and they took my phone number down. And what they did for me, they gave me a voucher. They gave me a Lyft voucher, not Uber. Let me get it right. They gave me a Lyft voucher, and they paid for me for a ride from Fort Lauderdale Airport to Miami Airport. And they flew me out on a direct flight off on American Airline, which was ironic about the shit, because she kept telling me, she said, you don't want to take this Spirit flight because I can send you the MCO. There's going to be a connection, but they might cancel you on the MCO flight. Then what? You just at another airport, with different scenery, but you still ain't at home. So people got their opinions about Spirit, I mean, it is fucked up what they're doing when it's all said and done. But in this specific case, what I can say, they did do me right. As far as getting me home, when I was able to talk to somebody face to face or whatnot, it came through in the clutch. They paid for me an Uber. I keep saying Uber because that's what I use in Medellin. They paid for my Lyft. They got me to another flight. They gave me a voucher, and here I am now, But this is the thing, though. It's been 2 fucking days. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to be home 2 days ago. And, for some folks, they may not have a job to where they work for themselves or whatnot. And that could be the end all be all. If they were supposed to be home and be to work yesterday, and they talking about they going to take an extra day of vacation, they might get back to work and their job not there, So I understand the stress that people are going through. It's complete chaos in them airports right now. If you could avoid flying right now, you pay for that insurance, and there's somewhere you can move your work days around. If you fly an American, especially American, because they cancel more flights than Spirit, I would do that shit. I'm gonna be honest with you, because your problem isn't gonna be flying out internationally. Your problem is gonna be in flying domestically, getting to your international connection. And that's what's going to fuck you up. If you're coming out of Detroit, you could damn near forget about it. I talked to a lady today. She had a surgery done. She said they canceled her flight not 1 time, 2 times, 4 times on Spirit. 4 times. I talked to another lady at American Airline when I got to Miami. They say they canceled her flight 2 times. She said, and she's been sitting at the gate for 2 days. I said, baby, look, don't even trip. I feel the same fucking way I'm going through this. I'm just trying to get my ass back home. I don't even much care. So my bag is still in Florida. I told them, fuck that bag. I said, y'all get that bag to New Orleans when y'all can, but y'all get me home right now. And they said, well, we gonna send it there. We ain't gonna promise you. I said, look, baby, it ain't nothing but some clothes and some if you want to call it toiletries in there. I said, look, cologne and shit. It ain't even the original bottle. It's in a fucking spray bottle. Y'all get it there when y'all get it there. Now, I do know this. They don't give me my bag. They're going to owe me some money. But I ain't tripping. I got back home. But outside of that, I just want to say that my overall experience, customer service experience, it wasn't great. But on the tail end, Spirit came through. I ain't gonna lie. Now, I've been looking at some comments in some of these groups, you know what I'm saying? It's y'all boys crazy. Y'all been roasting the fuck out of Spirit. I mean, just some relentless insult after insult, tearing their ass up, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, they came through for me, I can't say nothing bad about them, as far as on that end, because they could have just sent my ass to MCO, and I kind of could have got stuck out over there. If they paid for my little fucking my little lift, got me over there, so I'm straight with it. I can't complain, you know what I'm saying? Will I fly Spirit again? Hell fucking yeah. And I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, I ain't rich. I went on that motherfucker, and I'm planning on leaving back out next month. And I was just listening to what people saying. I wouldn't fly Spirit again. I'd never do that shit. And a person in the group had brought up a good question. He says, if they know Spirit customer service is so bad, why do motherfuckers keep flying Spirit? And I responded to him. I don't know who the fuck he is. I said, because we poor, bitch. I said, that's why, motherfucker. You seen the prices? He said, it can't be that much of a difference. I looked at the fucking price for a round trip to the city I'm going to. On Spirit, the round trip ticket was $203. That same ticket on that same day for the same flight time was $600. Did you hear me? $598 for the same motherfucking flight on a bigger airline. I think the airline was either American or United. Don't quote me. It's one of them two right there. But that's one of the major airlines that go to fucking Colombia. You heard me? So what we talking about here? What we talking about here, Doug? Glad you asked that question. We talking about a motherfucking $300 difference on the flight. Now, to some people, that ain't shit. I know they got y'all big ballers out there. Y'all got y'all pension coming in. Y'all done got that Bitcoin money, you know what I'm saying? Y'all done got that, let me not say that's a dirty word, but y'all done got that free money, so $300 and you have to work for it, dang shit, ain't more power to you. But I got to count every dollar that I make. And the way I look at it, if I could save $300 on a flight, shit, man, from Frankie and Johnny, let me have it. So that's what I'm going to do, Yes, I'll be getting back on that motherfucker, but this time I got a game plan. Now, you might want to take heed to this. Now, flying out this bitch, going through Fort Lauderdale, it ain't no problem. But what I would advise you do if you still gonna fuck with Spirit, see when you coming back to this funky motherfucker, do not go back to Fort Lauderdale, because their customs experience right now and how they got this shit up is straight dookie. It's poo-poo. It's Scoopy Snacks on this motherfucker. Do not go back through Fort Lauderdale. Take your ass through MCO. On your return flight, whether you're going to Bogota, Cali, Colombia, Cartagena, wherever your ass is going, come back through MCO. Their customs procedures, I don't think they changed there. I think I'm saying MCO. MCO or Miami. Miami would be the best, I think, if you can come back through one of those, Miami or MCO. Do not go to Fort Lauderdale on your return flight, because that shit, what they doing over there right now, it makes no fucking sense. It's just a big fucking inconvenience to everybody. And even if you paying that extra to avoid the line, they're still gonna put you in the line with the fucking peasants. So your international entry, so your global entry, it's worthless there. It's worthless. And if I had I should have took photos of that shit when I was there, but I was so tired and disgusted. I'm just over this. I just want me a nice bed, a hot shower, and a bowl of motherfucking Lucky Charms. I didn't get the Lucky Charms, but I got everything else that I want. So bam, that's more of that story. But anyway, I just wanted to share with y'all my experience about my 31 fucking hour layover with Spirit. They still got motherfuckers sleeping on the floor over there at that bitch right now in Fort Lauderdale. Don't know when they gonna get out of there. Because one thing about it, and two things for sure, if they cancel your motherfucking flight 3 times already, you might get canceled one more. So I don't know how long they're gonna be in that bitch, but it's whatever. So let me give y'all a shout out right quick. See who in here before I call tonight. K-Mac, yeah, what's happening? Johnny K, well, what's happening with you, Johnny L.A.? Yeah, but I'm just telling them about the pain, my nigga, the pain I went through out that motherfucker, you hear me? Greg G, right, that's crazy. That's still going, yeah, Greg G, and it might be going on for a while, bro. You got to think about it, bro. It's a domino effect. If you cancel over 300 flights That means you got to make up for those 300. That means you got to keep up with the regular schedule. You got motherfucker working double shifts and shit trying to keep up with that. That's just doesn't just go away, you know. And these are two pretty major airlines, you know. People talk about Spirit and shit, but if you are a person that actually watch these flight prices and stuff, Spirit has a place. Spirit is doing us, well, I'm gonna say us. Spirit is doing a justice to people who are on the lower end of the financial totem pole, so to speak. And it's just the honest truth. Um, some people just don't have it like that, you know? And if anything, COVID exposed every fucking body to that fucking simple truth, you know? A lot of folks living from paycheck to paycheck. So however they can save money, they're gonna do it, you know, and that's why you have, it's a class thing. Why do you think they have all these fucking memes and shit of motherfuckers fighting on Spirit and shit, you know? You got a lot of people who don't fly too often. You got a lot of ignorant, broke motherfuckers. I mean, sorry, I'm gonna call it for what it is. That's my people. I'm on there with them too. So I could talk about they fucking asses. And I will. And they get them on these flights and tensions are high. They already got anxiety because they probably don't fly often. Then the ones that do, you know, they got attitudes because they come from a certain area. They ready to fight. So it just, and then you're mixing them, the Negroes, with the poor white folks and the poor Negroes and everything in the middle. And it's just an accident. Excuse me. It's a fist fight waiting to happen, you know? And that will end up having the motherfucker go fisticuffs on there. Almost saw two black chicks get into the day. You know, you put all the niggas on them, broke ass niggas on that bitch. You put them on a plane, you cram them up close together. Then the motherfuckers just big. A black dude got mad today because he had to sit in the middle seat. And I looking at him, I'm like, God damn, that's a big ass nigga. That nigga had to be about 290. You hear me? Nigga about 6'5", big old dude. And the white boy had asked, the white boy was scared to ask him, like, sir, that you'll be sitting in the middle, you know what I'm saying? Like that. And that big motherfucker got up, moved over there in the middle. I'm like, man, that's fucked up. You know that nigga need 2 seats. He too big for 1 seat. You fat motherfucker. You know you too big for 1 seat. One of the dude arms was on a white man, and the rest of his stomach was hanging over on the other chick, and he just jammed in the middle right there. Can't move. Nut, big ass fucking legs, you hear me? But anyway, that's the reason why I feel as though these scuffles be taking place on Spirit Airline. And I don't witness it firsthand, so that's just me. You know, I like to fly a lot and shit, so I try to keep my weight under control, but I ain't gonna lie to y'all. I ate like a motherfucking dog on this trip. Good Lord, I don't know what was on me. I ate like a dog, man. I had more food. I done ate. Anyway, I'm getting sidetracked, but yeah, see, that's that shit right there. I mean, we're talking for another hour on a whole nother subject, but anyway. All right, Jack, Greg G, right, that's crazy. That's still going on. Eddie J, what's good over in the y'all? What's happening, Eddie J, bro? It's good to see that you're here, man, and, you know, glad to have you come through. Eddie J say, I don't like the nickel and dime fees with Spirit. I use it for American, but it's getting bad there too. I'm looking for Delta and United once I spend my flight credits. Hey, man, I don't blame you, man. Look, do what you do. If you could do it, Eddie J, if your pockets say yay, you go for it. Now your pockets say nay, hey, you might pop up on Spirit. You might look back at you one day and say, hey, what you doing here, Eddie? I thought you don't fuck with Spirit. Why you running? I'm just fucking with you, cousin. I'm just joking with that. But I will say this, though. I ain't going to say no names, but I have been on Spirit Airline with some YouTubers, so to speak. And we turned around and locked eyes with each other for a second. And I ain't do nothing but smile at them. And they shook their head and like, yeah, nigga, I see your fucking ass on here too. Yeah, you want to get that flight too, how you fit you. I know. You know what I'm saying? But that was twice that I seen some YouTubers or whatever that y'all may know on the same flight with me. You know what I'm saying? And be dog in Spirit. Dog the fuck out of them, you know? But when it comes down to them spending their money though, different ball game. That's why they say, do as I do, not as I say. The motherfucker say one thing, and a lie don't care who tell it, and they do something else. That's right. A lie don't care who tell it. I seen a motherfucking ass on there. Mm-hmm. K-Mac, I do American. Yeah, American's cool, man. I flew American today. Like I said, it was decent, you know. What can I say? On American, before me flying Spirit, there's just 2 things that I noticed. The seats are better, for one. I'm gonna give them that. Their seat layout on American is a whole lot better. They actually have a place to sit your phone if you want to watch the movies. If that matters to you, they have a USB cord so you can actually charge your phone on there. And they also have Wi-Fi on there. But I didn't even know they had Wi-Fi till the flight was damn near over because I got myself this program because I'm used to flying cheap. I just download everything I'm gonna watch before I get on the plane, because I'm like, really? I'm gonna be on the plane for what, 2 hours? Maybe 2.5. Do I really need all this shit? But to each his own. If that's worth you spending an extra $300 or $400, go right ahead and do it. I can't knock it. My money not long like that because I just ain't got it. So what if I did have it? I probably do have it. I'm just not telling y'all Negroes. I still wouldn't spend it. That's just me. I'm a frugal motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? I'm a minimalist to my heart. K-Max say I do American. Ain't nothing wrong with that. Future flights. Some domestic flights prices are similar to international flight prices. Yes, that is true, future flights. And a lot of people sleep on that shit. In the 15 years, I worked at the airport for 15 years. Just to let y'all know that. Before I went to college and while I was going to school for surgery, I worked at an airport. And that's something that I would always watch, not because I wanted to, because it'd be to a point to where it's like I literally had to. I would print out some people's receipts sometimes, but like they're just giving their family, I need a receipt or whatever. And I print the receipts out and give them their boarding pass. Well, sometimes I would look at the receipts and these receipts would be upward of $5,000, $3,000. I didn't see some of them much as like $7,000. Once you go to working in the business class and they're flying with like multiple people, shit's it's astronomical, And I was like, damn, what these motherfuckers get money to pay for all this shit, And there wouldn't be international flights. There'd be domestic flights. They might be going here to like Colorado somewhere. They may be going to Colorado Springs, or if it's like a hot tourist destination, like you're going to Nevada or some shit like that, or LA. LA out of New Orleans is pretty much a decent flight because we got a lot of direct flights that go from LA straight to, from LA to LA. We're just going to say LA to LA. From LA to LA, you know what I'm talking about? It's a lot of those flights going there, so it costs, a little bit less. But if you're going to a fucking strange destination, you heading out to Oregon or just a high time when they need flights, then people will backslap the shit out your motherfucking ass for a ticket. All your collar going to be upside down till they get to work in your ass. So shit, motherfucker just got money. They paid for that shit. But I said to say this, yes, you can actually buy some international flights if you get them at the right time, and they'll be cheaper than domestic all day. That's why people lose that argument with me. Oh, how you afford to go fly out the country, man? That shit costs so much. No, you stupid motherfucker, I plan. And I said, if you don't plan, you plan to fail. That's why your ass don't understand that shit. But I plan ahead of time, and I usually get damn good rates. My sweet spot is 3 weeks. So typically, before 19 hit, when I would be coming back from Medellin, Bogota, wherever the fuck I was at, DR, when I get back to Fort Lauderdale or Orlando, I book my flight for my next. $34. I shit you not. People don't believe me, but I got the receipts to prove it. In the queue, huh, man? Ain't nothing wrong with that, man. Ain't nothing wrong with SDQ, but that's a good place, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you, I have my how could I put this, man? I have a love-hate relationship with DR because I met some real good people there, and I met some motherfucking crumb snatchers too. But I will never say at this point now, because of the relationships that I've built with the people in DR, I cannot say definitive that I won't be back. Matter of fact, I know I will be back. It's just a matter of when, time. Future Flight says, I'm not flying for a minute. Oh man, Future Flight, but that's all right, cousin. Don't worry about it. You can live through me vicariously, cousin, because I'm gonna be doing some flying now. You hear me? Everything that got back straight. The Lord done bless me. I'm gonna be able to move around like I want. So hey, it is what it is. So I'll be telling you about my flights when I take. You know what I'm saying? We gonna roll from there. Eddie J said, yeah, they need to increase the punishment for people that act up on flights because they're getting out of control, hitting flight staff and passengers. They blaming the mask policy. Man, hey, look, I'm gonna tell you something. I agree with you, Eddie. It's something similar to our lovely ladies we got out. And I'm gonna go there. You know where I'm about to go at. When a person knows there's no consequences for their actions, or the consequences are mild, like a little slap on the wrist, they will do the unthinkable. They will show their ass and their ass cheeks. You know what I'm saying? It's no consequence for my action. You know, I'm gonna get this little slap on the wrist. If I get lucky, somebody gonna pull their phone out, and I might get YouTube famous for whooping this white boy ass. You know, they're gonna get their world star moment. You know, most attention they ever had in their life. You know, you think I'm joking. They got people out here who think like that. Don't sleep on them. They be looking for their little moment, you know, and they do that shit. Now, trust and believe. If they had uh one of those marshals on there and they said, look, you get into a fight on here, we're gonna tase your motherfucking ass, then we're gonna find you. And it's gonna be a mandatory 3 weeks in jail if you break out into a fight in this motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So now you're gonna get your ass whooped for sure. We're gonna whoop you. You know what I'm saying? Then we're gonna juice your motherfucker and we're gonna put some bolsters through your mother. You might shit, piss, throw up on yourself, you know. Then after that, after you done shitted and pissed on yourself, we're gonna load your bitch ass in this motherfucking squad car and we're gonna make you go sit down for a whole month. No, bitch, you can't bind out. Fellow up in. We're gonna hold. But what about my job? Fuck you in your job. You should have thought about that before you want to get on the motherfucking flight. Fuck up everybody else there. Delay the flight. Niggas on here trying to go get pussy and shit, got hoes waiting for them, and you fucking all that shit up because you want to get on here and fight because you got this fat ass fucking wildebeest with you on this plane. Why you bringing up big ass with you anyway? You should have left her fat ass at home. That's why your bitch ass bad. You going to the land of plenty and you got a hog walking behind you, twaddling and sashaying and shit, you know? You gonna bring that out here with you. She don't want you to go. When that bitch time to go to fucking Jamaica, your ass ain't with her though. Anyway, yeah. All that goddamn. You right, AJ. You need to have a nice little place to lock these motherfucking ass down there. Straight up. I believe you that. They saying you get what you pay for. Look here, Raw Dog LA will never fly Spirit Airline. Amen, hey, bro, amen to you, brother. Look here. If it ain't for you, it ain't for you. You know what I'm saying? You keep on doing what you do. My thing is this, man. We get caught up on a lot of these brand names and stuff, you know, this airline, that line. I look at it like this. As long as we all getting there and we having a good time and it fits your budget, by golly, brother, you do your thing. You know, if your money long and you could afford to fly that premium airline, you could pay that premium price, you go ahead on and do that. Look, I'm an advocate for whatever your pockets could do, you go right ahead on and do it. I'm an advocate for that shit, you know what I'm saying? 'Cause I ain't gonna pocket wife nobody because I can't spend your money anyway. So I really don't care how much you got. I can't spend it, you know what I'm saying? So right on with cheap guys. So I mean, cheap and simp, I don't know. You know, it might be a little reach right there, but hey, to each his own. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I don't knock nobody for it. Yes. So I fly Spirit, so I guess I may fall into that category. So hey, you know, no problem. You know what I'm saying? It's all gravy, baby. Yeah, passenger behavior is out of control and disrespectful right now. People start touching and moving your bag without asking. I was almost on the news. You see what I'm saying? It don't take much, you know. And a little respect take you a long ways, man. Just respect other people's property, respect people's space. We already got limited space, and now you want to go to grabbing people's shit and shuffling it around and all this type of carrying up. Look, man, a little respect goes a long ways, you know. And, you know, I found that out today when I got to that agent up there, and just me, just acknowledging her and telling her, look, you're doing a good job. 10 years I worked in the airport. And her cell phone and walked the fuck off. She said, I'm done for the rest of the day. I've been here since such and such time. Somebody else come over and handle that now. Now, you see, that's why I tell you, you just can't go at people sometimes, and just be disrespectful to them. Be nice to people. I ain't saying you gotta kiss their ass, but just be aware, have situational awareness. You see what the situation is right now. Hundreds of flights have been delayed. Clearly they shorthanded. Motherfuckers don't want to work because the government giving out handouts, and they're doing the best they can with little crew they do have. And she probably been there for hours dealing with assholes all day. You go over there and you be the antithesis of the other assholes. And I got good service. Just saying, I got up out of there, But once again, if you are in a financial situation where you don't have to fly Spirit, or you're just going to say if you're in a location in the U.S. that it's easier for you to fly another airline and you could do it, by all means, go right ahead and do it. I'm not advocating for any particular airline because none of these motherfuckers pay me all my bills. I'm just sharing my experience and basically how I can say it wasn't as bad as what people's putting it on me. I like to be fair and balanced, So, I mean, if you fucking up, I'm gonna say you fucking up. If you're a piece of shit, yeah. If you did good, I'm gonna give you accolades, I'm just that type of person. I'm just a no nonsense type person. I talk straight. Okay, who we got here? J Cop. Oh man, what's happening with you, J Cop, bro? Look. I ain't gonna put your business out there, but all I'm gonna say is, brother, I'm gonna see you soon. Future. Boy, look. By the schedule, put them on the Greyhound for 3 years, and I bet they act right in the future. Well, it's crazy because on most of these flights that I see, it's usually motherfuckers that be flying domestic. I can't say that I've ever seen any type of fisticuffs or any combative type of behavior on the international flights as of yet. That's just me. I only fly once a month. I mean, so it ain't like I'm somebody that's flying like every weekend or out every, other week, flying out of the country international. So, I mean, in between time, they might have had some dudes on there. They might have had some Dominicans on there, want to get a little brolic, you know what I'm saying, coming down from New York. So one of them little Southern boys on the connection, like, bitch, I'm going to deal with you. It might have went down. I don't know. I'm just saying. But, yeah, man, 3 years on a Greyhound. Come on, I don't know, Eddie. Most of them poor motherfuckers, them bitches been riding bus and public service their whole life anyway. They might feel right at home on Greyhound. You did. That might not be nothing. That would be a walk in the park. You got some of them cats who say, oh, man, the judge just gave me 1 year. I can go do that, stand on my head in the parking lot. The same way with some of these country ass, ignorant ass, broke ass niggas. You put them bitch on a Greyhound, they're gonna think that bitch like a coach limo, like they rhyme with Jeezy or some shit. I'll tell them motherfuckers, you can't get on a plane no fucking more. You permanently barred from this airline. That way, you can get rid of them broke motherfuckers, and they ain't gonna go spend that money on no Spirit ticket. I mean, on no Delta ticket. Delta ticket high, motherfucker. Them motherfuckers be riding the bus forever. But good idea, good point. I completely agree with you. Greg G. Oh, you're laughing over there, huh, Greg? I see you. Eddie J. It's the last comment here. I'm about to get up off here, fellas. So I told you I was going to stick to under an hour. I'm at 38 minutes. I'm perfect right now. I'm always surprised by how many people act like it's their first time flying when they get on a plane. And ladies shouldn't pack heavy bags and expect people to lift them big ass bags for them. Man, bro, they had a lady today, bro. That's crazy. You bring that shit up, Eddie J. The bitch carry on bag. She know fucking good well she should have checked that shit in. She rolled that bitch up on me. They got the tight little aisle, and she just holding the bag in front of her and looking up there and looking at me. I didn't look back at that bitch. I was saying to myself, well, I said, baby, the bag ain't gonna move itself. You know what I'm saying? What you gonna do? I gotta get back on the other side. You just standing there looking at the bag, looking at me, then looking up. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't that she didn't speak English. I knew she spoke English, you know what I'm saying? Because it was a sister, I could see it for somebody Spanish. They probably would have spoke to me in Spanish. I would have replied like, no, I'd have told them my arm hurt. My arm hurt or something. Mi brazo duele. I'd have said some shit like that. I can't pick that bitch up. Mas grande. I'd have told that motherfucker something. I wouldn't have picked. You better get your husband to pick that big ass bag up. Bitch, better yet, your broke ass should have checked that motherfucker in with the rest of it. Should have went ahead and paid them motherfucking $40. You know that goddamn bag too big to be putting in the overhead. But anyway, I didn't pick it up. And I know what you're talking about. You're trying to stuff that shit in there. You heard me to say $30 for their liquor. And all them bitches a bunch of drunks. All right. As long as they ain't on my flight, they can travel on the Oregon Trail. Man, you crazy, bro. You're mad, man. The Oregon Trail. Man, some kind of, to call that a horseback trail or some shit like that. I don't know. But anyway, fellas, I just wanted to inform y'all of my extremely long flight. It was the first time. And I've taken well over 20 flights on Spirit out of the country right now. And this is the first time I can honestly say I had a problem, with them. So, I mean, take it for what it's worth. I used Delta twice to go out of the country, and that was a real good flight. I'm not gonna lie to you about that. There's definitely a difference in the service with Delta as opposed to Spirit. Delta is definitely a premier airline. I can say that. So whenever I do choose to go to Brazil again, I will be flying Delta. I would never take motherfucking Spirit to fucking Brazil. 13 hours, fuck that. 2 hours, an hour and a half to DR, yeah, I could tolerate it that long. Whatever. But I appreciate y'all being on here listening to me tonight. I'm about to shut this down because, hey, man, it's 3:30 in the morning. Just be aware of what's going on with these cancellations and things of that nature right now. If you can avoid it, avoid it. If not, just be ready for what's about to go down because it's not going to be pretty. I will say that. The delays, people are angry, they frustrated, and they're taking it out on each other. That's the crazy part about it. They're taking it out on each other and the fucking agents at the counter, which is the most ignorant thing you could do because, I mean, let's be honest, they're just employees. Why take it out on them? They just trying to do a job, pay their bills, and support their family. It's not technically their fault, But it's whatever. Do as you may. Y'all have a great day, and you got another video later to build. Yeah, man, I do got another video later on the day, bro. I just been hearing this shit. I have been wanting to talk about this for like a fucking week, but I'm hearing these different YouTubers talking about the winter is coming and all that time. I want to tell these people, man, no, the fucking winter is not coming. It ain't gonna be no goddamn winter. And this is what pisses me off about that whole situation, Eddie J. Basically, what these guys are doing, they trying to give dry dick niggas hope that these hoes is gonna come back to them, do out of desperation, no less. You know what I'm saying? And return back to traditional roles as a female in the household for them. Or by them out of being desperation, they'll be able to cash in on cheap blowjobs. And motherfuckers is falling for this shit. I don't see how motherfuckers don't see this shit. That's all it is. And motherfuckers is chomping at the bit right now. They like, oh yeah, I can't wait till this moratorium. Hoes gonna be on the street and they gonna need me. I be like, oh man, you gotta be fucking kidding me, dog. This is deja vu all fucking over again. And people don't want to believe this shit, dog, but if you have any type of short-term memory, we can go back about 2 years ago and where a similar situation happened like this with fucking food stamps and shit. You know what I'm saying? Y'all remember the government had shut down and they had niggas who ain't never made a fucking YouTube video in their life came on that motherfucker talking about, oh, these hoes ain't gonna, them kids gonna be starving. They ain't gonna get them food stamps. You gonna get that big head call. And the bitches gonna be knocking at your door begging for Cheerios and milk. And I be like, dog, really? This where we at with it right now? You know what I'm saying? Let's just flip with the idea that did happen, right? So, okay, you're gonna accept these people that really don't want you. You just financially attractive to them right now. You are financially needed right now. So you're going to take them in. Do you really want somebody like that? You know what I'm saying? Like, this bitch pussy really not getting wet for you anyway. She just here because she hungry. She need a place to stay. The fucking kids need a place to stay. So she going to bust it open Tatiana for you until, some more handouts come out. That's what you want? That shit make you happy? That what niggas looking forward to? This where we at right now? Bitch, you'd stand a better chance is going to get you a fucking a passport. But anyway, that was that show pretty much going to be about. I'm going to voice my opinion on it, and I'm going to remind people, because people got short memories. You know what I'm saying about this shit? The shit just happened a few years ago. I remember this shit clearly because, like, they had big YouTubers and everything in between making videos about the shit. And they had women who saw that shit, who was on these fucking food stamps and government subsidies or whatnot, clapping back, like making memes about dudes about this shit. Dudes was really happy. Now we got a similar situation just right now about to go down. You know what I'm saying, with the rent now. You know, people behind on their rent, niggas getting excited. You know, they waiting, they looking at their fucking DMs. Hey, you hoes gonna call me now. I ain't stuck. I'm gonna do them bad, but I'm gonna do the bitch that. What quick tell that bitch call me. She ain't gonna holler at me back then, but man, she ghosts me. But she gonna hit me up now though, cause she on the street. That shit corny, bro. But anyway, that was that video gonna be out. It ain't gonna be no fucking long winter. It's gonna be a short fall, and that shit gonna be back to fucking normal. You know, if anything fucking changed. But you got so many fucking simps out here that just gonna dish out cash and take care of these motherfuckers. I just recently heard on somebody else's channel I listen to. I ain't gonna say no names or whatnot, but these hoes starting OnlyFans and shit. Not OnlyFans. What that shit is? GoFundMe accounts. You know, with their kids on there, you know, with all their clothes packed up and shit, looking sad, like they about to be evicted, and niggas just throwing money at them. You know, bitches making thousands of dollars off of GoFundMe. I'm about to get put out. Man, ain't none of that shit, man. It's a joke, bro. Some states are even extending this shit out to September anyway. So when is this fucking winter, this imaginary winter, y'all? When is this shit coming? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But anyway, I'm gonna do a whole video on that shit. Don't you worry about it. I got some shit written down about that motherfucking shit. Anyway, let me get off here. I'm running my fucking mouth. Y'all have a good night. I'ma holler at y'all. Y'all be easy. Later.